Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am Keepsy, aka Keeper of the Keys. I'd like to thank you all for your likes, your comments, your shares, your subscriptions. It really helps my channel to grow and gets my readings out there to a wider audience. So, what does my collective need to know? What we got coming on in? Right. Okay. Let's see. Seven of Swords in reverse, and we've got Five of Wands and the Ten of Swords, Death card, Six of Swords in reverse, and then we have the World, and it was 0101 on the clock there, the Lovers in reverse. So, an X, a karmic X, okay. A karmic X has been caught out, okay. A karmic X has been caught out by the divine, and quite possibly it could be a police matter, this, okay. We've got the Seven of Swords in reverse, Five of Wands. This karmic X loves to fight, loves to battle, loves to bring drama. There's been a lot of backstabbing, betrayal, and with the Death's card in reverse, they could have actually wanted to end a divine masculine, divine feminine. They could have wanted to actually end a divine masculine, divine feminine. Six of Swords in reverse. See, what they didn't want this divine masculine or divine feminine in my collective to do was get away from them. Something surrounding a karmic X wants to battle and compete with this divine masculine, divine feminine who I'm picking up on till the day they die. Because they just want to compete. But the thing is, they're recruiting a lot of people to backstab a divine masculine, divine feminine, end a divine feminine, divine masculine, okay? But what they want this divine masculine, divine feminine to do is just stand there, not defend themselves, yeah? I've got the Death card in reverse. I'm getting it could be an attempted murder. Then we have the Three of Swords in reverse. This karmic X could claim to be depressed, have depression. And what this karmic X gets off on is drama, backstabbing, betrayal, being deceitful, yeah, and pop on and off to the pals, lie, be very deceitful, and get on in with people who this divine masculine, divine feminine don't necessarily get along with, and then team up with them because it's a group, okay? And then they want to say, oh, I've got depression, to try and justify the level of sneaky deceptive behaviour, the level of deceit, the level of backstabbing, the level of betrayal, and quite possibly a murder attempt. Quite possibly attempted murder. Which one should I go into? Well, it is coughing at the bottom of this deck here. Courtship, dating, theft, and community. Wow. And then we have poverty. So, spiritually poor. They're very spiritually poor. and they wanted to change their own world, and they was thinking that by coming on in and romancing, dating, divine masculine, divine feminine, that they could get on in, false, fake, that they could get on in, okay? There's a lot of people in the local community involved in this, okay? Get on in, continue some sort of theft, continue some sort of bullying, backstabbing, betrayal, and then go on off to this gang of people, this community, whatever they want to call themselves. Maybe they want to call themselves a gang because they think they're gangster. But they're all fake, fraud. We've got bad health. They're all, they all struggle with so-called depression and mental health. And what they want is to make you struggle with depression or mental health issues because of all the sneaky deceptive behaviour. There's a lot of theft in this community. So this divine masculine, divine feminine has been stolen from countless times, yeah? And anyone who comes in to court or date this divine masculine, divine feminine, they will recruit that person to cause drama, okay? To be deceitful. Oh my Lord. Finding evidence, getting caught cheating. Game over. Insecure. Recording. And then we have betrayal, which is the surrounding energy. So there's been a lot of deceit, backstabbing, traitor, not to be trusted. A lot of betrayal within this community, full of false, fake people, the type of people who smile in your face while they want to take your place. So there's a lot of jealousy, okay? Jealous. Even if you're walking down the street, they want to get in there in your pockets and snatch things, alright? Which is mad. Like, even when I'm walking the streets, because I've been stolen from that much, and I mean, like, I've had absolutely everything taken from me, and I mean absolutely everything you can even begin to imagine. If I'm walking down the streets and stuff, I'm constantly checking my pocket about 10 times before I've even done about 10 steps. I'm constantly having to check my pockets because I've been stolen from that much, right? So we've got insecure. They're insecure in themselves, and they wanted to create some sort of financial security in their own world through stealing, okay? Then we've got courtship, getting caught out, finding evidence of cheating, okay? So masculine or feminine has been cheating on divine masculine or feminine. It's karmic, okay? We've got theft, and we've got game over. So it's game over for this community because there's some sort of recordings, there's some sort of video evidence, there's some sort of voice notes, there's some sort of messages, okay, where they have revealed who they truly are. And we've got doing drugs. So they want to keep up this theft, okay, because they are into doing drugs and they want to get the next drug fix, okay. So a lot of these are doing drugs, okay, and also these look like, you know, pills, what you can over-counter pills also. So a lot of these people in the community are on some sort of mental health tablets, okay. They claim to be depressed, this, that and the other. Some of them will even cry and make stuff up to make other people feel sorry for them. That's because they're really insecure in their own world. But if they're depressed, and they're struggling with the mental health, and then they're teaming on up and they're deliberately trying to bring drama and fights, okay? They're sneaky, they're deceptive, they're a set of backstabbers, okay? They don't want you to get away from them because they're trying to murder somebody with this coffin here. Then in this courtship, so there could be two exes involved in this, because I'm picking up two exes involved in all teaming up together. So what they seem to do, at least two exes are involved in this. That's at least. Okay, so if you've left relationships and you've walked away in the past, for some strange reason, they all get in and they all start recruiting each other. They all become the best of pals, alright? They all chat shit, you know, they just sit there chatting shit. Anger management. You could have got angry at some point, or maybe they're angry that you've walked away and you've left them because of the lies, because of the deceit, because of the cheating, okay? And because of their own insecurities, they can't get over the fact that you've left someone or left a couple of people in the past because they love to bring drama, they love to argue, okay? They love to lie, they love to be deceitful, they love to backstab because it's so much backstabbing and betrayal. And then when they get in on this theft of whatever it is that they're stealing, they want to spend it all on drugs. And some of them could be linking to drugs trafficking, okay? They could be getting people who have been prescribed certain medications, okay? And then they are selling on this prescription medication. And then on top of that could be other drugs, okay? What they are taking on top of the prescription drugs. And then all they're doing is trying to steal, cause fights, right? And if you're in an argument one-on-one, yeah? If you're in a one-on-one argument, these are the type of people who go on off to other people who don't like you, and they form groups. They form groups, okay? They form groups. Or gangs. Whatever they want to call themselves, to come up against you, okay? There's a lot of fake people. And then with all this, if you've got angry, yeah, they want you to shut up, alright? 13. Don't get angry with all this. What we're doing, please let us continue to backstab you. Could be trying to burn some sort of evidence, okay? They could be trying to say, oh look, you're being angry and all that. He's putting on a jolly good show, aren't you? When they're doing all this. And then they're stealing to feed the fund, to fund the drug habits. They're stealing to fund the drug habits. And I'm like, oh, go on. You join in on this argument, alright, because I can't win on with this masculine or feminine on a one-to-one, alright? So they need to get the mums, the dads, the nans, the grans, the aunties, the uncles, the cousins. 14. Then they have to, with other people in your local hometown who you don't really get on with or you've had arguments with before, they will go on off to that person who you're falling out with, sneak around to them, go tell them, and then end up sleeping together or something, because there is some sort of cheating going down. Burning evidence, if there's not already, like if there's not some sort of paper evidence, they're trying to get rid of the evidence through group chat. And then with what it is for this divine masculine, divine feminine, is exes, karmic friends and whoever is involved in this, old friends or what have you, they're obsessed with this divine masculine, divine feminine's energy, and they will get in there straight away as soon as they can, and probably without them even having a bath, because they want to share that energy. And then there is something about a masculine or feminine coming back, lying, deceiving, saying, "I've never done anything of the sort. I love you. I care about you. I wouldn't do that to you." Yeah, look, Knight of Cups. And then we've got a Queen of Wands in reverse, like a Jezebel type of energy, a dark witch, okay? So they'll go to this Jezebel type of energy, a dark witch, because there's witchcraft involved also. And they just want to pull strings, manipulate, okay, lie, and then if you get mad, yeah, you've got to be really cautious about that, because they're struggling with depression, alright, 16, and they don't want to hear the truth, because then they'll start falling apart, okay? And if you think, right, I've had enough of this relationship, and I'm not going on this repetitive cycle anymore, because we have got the wild card, so divine masculine, divine feminine, you are either going through this, or you've, like now, and you're wrapping up a karmic cycle, or this is a past and you're already out of this situation, and this is like a future outcome of a situation, meeting up, okay, hotel, motel, suite, business, pleasure, from some sort of theft of whatever it is they've been stealing. Yeah, we've got a fake friend involved, Jezebel. A Jezebel, so maybe got some sort of spiritually transmitted disease. Become a clear channel. Something surrounding maybe going on a health binge, taking some sort of supplements, and clearing these karmic fake friends out of your energy field. So for divine masculine, okay, if you've got an ex, missus, who was a Jezebel, alright, it was a bit of a dark witch and maybe you didn't know at the time, yeah, she's been trying to romance any of your mates. Behind your back. And your fake mates, they've gone for it, because what it is with these fake friends is they will 100% do that to you, because they're very deceitful and they're not to be trusted. We've got knowing they fucked up and the police could have actually got involved, or could be involved in this and putting these people under investigation, okay? And again, sexual protection. Maybe you are the type of person who prefers to use sexual protection, but what it is with these type of people, they will seduce you with lies. They'll make out like they're clean. They'll make out like they've just had an STD test or something like that, and then they haven't. And there's a feeling like if you've been doing drugs together, having a bit of a joint or what have you, having a bit of a drink or anything like that, and you just think, you know what, sod it, these fake false people, none of them ever use sexual protection when they're bouncing on from partner to partner. Now, on your average like social media account, they'll be displaying pictures of them all loved on up, yeah? With some of them will be all loved on up with the missus, fellas and stuff like that, but they're involved in sneaking around behind the missus or fella's backs, okay, with like other partners. Yeah, and we've got keeping you a secret. Quite possibly in this connection, it could be something to do with social media, and again, that's not for everybody, but say, for example, say if you've got Facebook, they won't claim to be in a relationship with you because they're trying to keep you a secret. I'll keep you my dirty little secret. Expecting a new beginning, and check yourself. So there is something surrounding getting tested because of this not wearing sexual protection as someone deliberately trying to spread something. So maybe it's a police matter also, because it's deliberate with some of these people. Some people know they have a shit ton of all these different STDs, and then they don't wear protection when they know they've got something, and they never wear protection. So it could actually be like a group of people who, some of them could be swingers, but maybe the partners don't know, and they wouldn't really want to be involved in that because they could be like wanting loyalty, you know, a one-on-one and stuff like that. So they've all been talking to each other about the plots, the plans, the schemes, about stealing, about taking this, that and the other. Some will tell on themselves and reveal their true intentions towards you. So these fake friends, these dark witches, Jezebels, whatever they want to call themselves, they're just constantly doing out but chat shit, going into his and hers, start some drama, get them to kick on off, get them mad and angry, because they've been pulling strings. Because they want to use people as some sort of puppets. You know, it could be like one of an old fake friend, a false person, who you really got along with at some point, but maybe you knew that they was now but a backstabbing, lying, cunning, conniving little bint. A little bint. Destroyed, shattered, broken, fucked up. So they want to destroy everything that you are, you know. Some of these people don't even want to go out and work. They never want to go out and work. They don't want to go out and work, but they will attach to somebody who is doing everything they can to earn a decent wage or to earn money, living. Alright, but again, some of these people don't even work. They've not even got a regular 9-to-5 job or whatever the time scale is, because people work night shifts and stuff. But that's just like, for example, they're not even registered, you know, by the government as they're actually working. Some of them are, but some of them aren't, right? And then all they want to do is steal, okay? Some of them just want to sell drugs. And that's their form of income. Some of them want to sell drugs and that's their form of income. Or they always want to get with somebody or date somebody or get in with somebody who can bring a lot of drugs. We've got toxic, who can bring a lot of drugs round, alright? We'll have this massive drug binge, alright? We'll have all this alcohol and we'll all just 24/24, we'll all just get off our tits all night. These are the type of people who will ruin your full life and then try and murder you because they don't like that you stand up for yourself. Yeah. And they just want to go, they've got a sex shop, They just want to go to anyone who's willing. Yeah. You could work in a sex shop for some. But they want to go to anyone who's willing. Let's go on. Remember, reconsider. Now is not the time. We've got like dragon type of energy. Then we've got for humanity's sake, your hopes and wishes, do it for the future. The 11th house and South Node. Your belief, the cost of, use the most direct way. And we've got Taurus energy. And we've got cherish and enjoy. So you could be a Taurus, they could be a Taurus. Okay. Could be a Taurus involved in this. For humanity's sake, these type of people need to grow up, okay? Do it for the future. They are jealous of your destiny, your future. Because they want to always be a part of your future, but the fake friends or the false frigging twin flames and the exes, and they're not there to be in your future. And because they really want to be in your future, they want to keep up all this like chaos, and then go, oh, she be nasty to me, she's standing up to me. So they'll get, and they'll try and literally, these are linking to like stabbings or something like that. And we've got cherish and enjoy. We've got charm, art and beauty are the way to Venus energy. But some of these people, karmic exes, fake friends, false twin flames, they really enjoy being in your energy field, or they really enjoyed being in your energy field because maybe you were seen as a provider. Seen as a provider, where they can just drain the life out of you, take from you, and think, oh, it's alright, him or her. They'll just go out and they'll just make more money anyways. They'll just bring some more money in, whichever way, whatever. So it don't matter if we keep robbing from them, because they always seem to build themselves up and try and move forward. And that's why, with the Six of Swords, they try to drag you back and suck you back into a karmic cycle. We've got work through your fears, but they're trying to do something to make you ill, mentally, physically, emotionally, so you can't go out and work again. So then you're living in poverty and you've not got money coming on in. Yeah, purification to resurrect, Scorpio energy. But you keep getting on up and you keep moving forward anyways. Information to explain. Communication about fluctuations resulting from the fluctuations of, and we've got Gemini energy. So you're either in this cycle right now. This is a long, drawn out cycle. Like it's a really long, drawn out cycle. You know what I mean? A really long, drawn out cycle. Jealous, 29. Your faith, hidden tendencies, large institutions or overwhelming events. This is what I mean, this is overwhelming. It's long, it's a long, drawn out cycle. And going back to this depression, they want you to be depressed, okay? They want you to not be looking after yourself properly, okay? They want you to stop going out and working. They want you to not be making money, you know, calling in work for some of you who are working or whatever, say, sorry, I can't make it in today. You know, I've got a lot of shit going down and you need time to heal yourself. We've got the moon card in reverse. So that is being revealed. Okay? Hidden tendencies. They wanted to keep hiding the fact that they're doing nothing but recruiting more people, and then if you get with a new partner and you speak to them about what you've been through, alright, and who's done what to you, yeah, and who's chatting shit, who's lying about you, and who that, then what these freaks will do is they will slide on off to them and sleep with that person behind your back. Mars energy, look, force yourself to energise, confront. And maybe you don't always want to be in some sort of confrontational type of energy, yeah? So you could maybe try and avoid some sort of arguments, because if it's a sticky situation, right? Because if you stand up for yourself, yeah, and you have go, they will recruit. And they've recruited that many people, and there's been that much slivery sliding around, that I literally want to put this divine masculine, divine feminine 6 feet under, in any way, shape or form, could actually be linking to somebody who's actually gone down, you know, who has actually been murdered. This Jezebel, Queen of Wands in reverse, linking to a fake friend or what have you. She'll romance and date other people, yeah? And then they will lie. And then they will just say, he or she is being nasty to me. It's because I'm prettier than her. She's jealous of me. It's because... But she's the jealous Jezebel. She's the jealous Jezebel. And she will literally slam your mate behind your back. So she'll slam one of them, then she'll go and she'll slide into the other one, and then she just wants to slam. Like she's a sex worker. Or, not even just that, they could also be false reports on a divine masculine and divine feminine being a sex worker. Because maybe, you know, there's been exchange of some images or something like that. You know, obviously if people's are adults, they're adults, and, well, it should be between them two alone, shouldn't it, really? Free. It should be between them two alone. But what it could be is a fake friend or whatever. There's something surrounding trying to label a masculine or a feminine as a sex worker when they're not a sex worker, but they will spread that many malicious lies and rumours, and they're doing it because they want to turn everyone against you. And then when you're walking in your local hometown community, people start looking at you real weird. And I mean real weird. And these could be people who you've never even seen before, yeah? You don't even know any of them. You don't speak to any of them, yet they're staring you out. I'll tell you why they're staring you out. Because people's been chatting that much shit, and they've been manipulated to and lied to that many times that they've that much gossip. They'll sit back, yeah, create malicious lies, rumours, laugh about it. That goes flying round because, unfortunately, the way the world is, yeah, lies, they spread faster than the truth. Which is mad, innit? How can lies spread faster than the truth? But they do. The lies, they spread faster than the truth. That's something what I've learned. That coffee's cold, or cappuccino. That's something what I learned. Lies spread faster than the truth. And people are so easily manipulated nowadays, and I've been manipulated too a lot, manipulated a lot, okay? I've been lied to a lot, and when I say I know you're lying and stuff, they will get mad, they will get angry, they will say I'm not lying, alright? Then they'll put on some tears, and then they'll say they're struggling with their mental health and they're real depressed, and then it comes in as a form of emotional abuse. 3535, because some of these Jezebels and karmic masculines who's got a Jezebel attached to them, they are very good at manipulating, and I mean real good. Like, they will literally squeeze tears out. I don't know how they do it. I don't know how people fake cry. But yeah, but they will literally squeeze tears out, and they'll start crying and go, oh, you've been nasty to me, she's been nasty to me. But why keep recruiting, yeah? You know what I mean? These people can't have a one-on-one argument, okay? These people are like 10 to 1. These are the type of people who's 10 to 1. Alright? All the time. Again, they'll get the mum involved, they'll get the dad involved, they'll get the nan, they'll get the gran, they'll get the auntie, 36, they'll get the nieces, they'll get the nephews, alright, they'll get their kids involved to fucking come in on the argument. So they'll get the little yap, 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 with the little dogs, which are actually, you know, these like little friggin' 18, 19-year-old babes, or however old, or maybe even younger, because they will use kids in order to get yap, 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 yap. You know what I mean? So again, we've got Taurus, Venus, Uranus, Scorpio. So Taurus and Scorpio, this Scorpio, I should say, this could be your star sign, their star sign, heavy on the Gemini energy, okay? Heavy on the Gemini energy. Yeah. So the outcome of the situation is needing to get tested, darling. Balance, cooperation, your partners, choosing a better partner, a partner who's not linking to all these karmic exes, and a partner who's not linking to these fake friends, because they're only going to bring drama, because they thrive off drama, they feed off it, they egg each other on, and like, go on, say this, do this, say that to him and her, go on, say that to him, on my behalf, go on, yeah, work for me, alright, and they're guilty. Work against him or her for me, go on. 10 of Cups, it's a very dysfunctional family, so it could be linked